Hello. A sense of calm has come over the cages once again, hasn't it, Gus? Gus, are you just hanging out in your house and then reaching your face out to eat? Oh, Gus. Yes, a sense of calm has come over the cage, hasn't it, Snoop? It's, back to bedding for our little piggy family. Hi, Bella! You knocked your rack over. They always knock this over.
Hello, Bella. Hello, Cupcake. Hi, baby. Hi.
Yeah, back to bedding, enjoying it. I just cleaned the cage this morning. I'd actually taken out the fleece a week ago, and then this morning I cleaned the cage. I cleaned both cages in 10 minutes. I didn't have to go outside to shake anything over the fence. I didn't have to do any laundry. I just had to change the bedding, and quick and easy. Right, Bella? Oh, she got an itch. She got an itch. Yeah. So much nicer. I love it. I have a mess on the floor right now from doing this because I had to fill up the bags right quick because it's garbage day and I had to get the garbage down. But now, hi guys. Now we have, come on Nap. Come see me guys. Hi. Hello. You're like a little dog. I'm going to do a little question and answer series here in a minute. I'm going to take the pets out to the computer one at a time and have a little talk with you guys about little questions that you have asked me on the channel before. And I will sit there. I'll bring out Gus first, and then Snoop, and then Bella and Cupcake. The one thing I'm going to do with the girls' cage, I love this cage. I think this is the longest I've ever had a cage set up before changing it. Normally, my daughter's got a sticker on there. Normally I end up changing the cage, but this one has stayed this style the longest. Oh, my daughter had a birthday girl thing, so she put it on there. But I think what I'm going to do is move this middle rack and put it off to the side, and hopefully it'll still support the upper cage part, but I just find it really tricky to crawl in the side there to try to clean out the cage, and I think it'd be so much easier to get the girls if it's open. So I think I'll move it to this way because over there we still need to get the water bottle out. So I think I'll just move it off to one side today. Try that. I just have to take the little zip ties off of there and move it over. So we shall see how that works, but it should support it. It's not, the upper part is a little heavy because all underneath there is, it's all grid underneath, so that causes the weight, but the guinea pigs and the coroplast is not heavy. So, all right, well I'm gonna go get breakfast and I'll be back in a minute. Yes, hi guys, hi baby. So I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll do some questions and answers. Hi guys, okay, I'm gonna go get the pets and we'll do a little question and answer thing based on your questions on my site. So I'm going to go get Mr. Snoopy. All right, so now we're joined by Snoop. How you doing, Snoop? How you doing? Are you good? Are you good? I think him and Gus got in a little tiff there the other week. He's got a little mark by his lip. It's nothing too tragic. It's just a little dark little scab in there. All right, so Snoop's out here to answer a couple questions. Someone said, what gender do you recommend anyone? This is from Snuggle Pets X. We prefer the boys, and I think it's just because it's Gus and Snoopy. I don't know. It would depend on the pigs. These guys have just always been tame from the get-go. Cupcake is pretty easygoing too. Bella, on the other hand, she's a little more feisty. She likes to nip at you a little bit. She's hard to catch. Gus is still hard to catch. So people always ask, like, how do you catch them? You just kind of have to corner them and grab them. Snoopy is usually sitting on top of the little puzzle cube things. He's always sitting up there. I walked in there yesterday and he was sitting right up looking at the door. So he always stands guard. Don't you, Snoop? But yeah, Gus and Snoopy are always very calm. And our one regret about Gus and Snoopy is that we didn't buy their brother that day at the SPCA. There was 3 babies, and and we were only going to buy Gus, and then the SPCA asked if we would take another one, so of course we picked Snoop. Didn't we? Yeah. But their brother was there. The brother looked a lot like Gus, but he had more beige on his face. But yeah, that's our one regret about the pigs, is that we didn't bring their brother. We didn't bring your brother home, but I'm sure he's being taken care of. And then someone else, Hamster Stuff 1, asked, do you just toss the fleece after cleaning out the cage, or can you wash and reuse them again? That's the whole point of the fleece, is that you just keep reusing it, and you just wash it, and then it saves money on buying bedding. As you see at the beginning of this video, I gave up on the fleece again. The cage is in my... Thank you. The cage is in my daughter's room, and I said, what do you think of the bedding? And she said, I'd rather the bedding than the poop on the fleece. So we switched it back out. I still have the fleece because just where we live, sometimes the container ships don't bring all the supplies to the pet store. And that's why I had switched to fleece back in the spring again, was because the... you want to go? Snoop gives a little nibble when he wants to go. Okay, I'll be back with Gus. Just one sec. All right, here's Mr. Gus. This is where he likes to sit. His head on my shoulder. He's so much bigger than Snoopy. Yeah, what was I saying? Fleece. Yeah, we switched back. I do keep the fleece, though, because sometimes our container ship doesn't bring in all the supplies to the pet store. And we were out of bedding this past spring, and they weren't going to have it for about 3 weeks. So I was stuck. So I just had to switch to fleece for there for a little while. I'm just looking from Mysterious 95. She said, thank you. After seeing this video, I put my husband to work. Went to Joann's and found rubber sheeting. It's like a mattress pad, and they sewed the fleece. So she's enjoying changing the cage with the fleece. That's great. Like I said, I can't do it anymore. Someone asked about how much fleece I should buy to make these blankets. That was from Jenna Tavis. Gosh, I forget the size of my fleece. I think I mentioned it. There was a video that I did before. Let me see if I can find it here. I can go on to my channel. Of course, I'm not signed in. It was when I bought fleece. It was back in the fall. Which one is it? You guys probably know the videos better than I do. It was just prepackaged fleece. I want to say it was 50 by 60, I think. It was just fleece from Walgreens. Sorry, I can try to get an actual, there it is. Oh, the DeRinger family said the measurements are 50 inches by 60 inches, so thank you. Someone asked what was I cleaning with. That was Little's 813. It was actually, it's just Clean Cage, if that's what you mean. It's just a Clean Cage spray. What else? Guinea Pig Lover 22 says, I love having pads instead of having fleece on top of the towels. It makes cleaning a whole lot easier. The way I did it, it was so much easier to clean the cage. You just had to swap out the fleece. But I made mine too short. So when you see that video where I made the fleece pads, make them a couple inches bigger. Mine, once they were washed, they shrunk up a little bit. So, anyway, number 7, cleaning a CNC cage is my top viewed video. I just think it's so funny that that's the big hit. Just cleaning out your poop. What else? Love Guinea Pigs Forever says, I'm a mom with pets like you and like you have, and now we have 2 new hamsters. Anyway, we spot clean the guinea pigs every day, plus change the fleece every other day. The guineas have 2 litter pans in their CNC cage, and they use them, but I still smell a hay and a firm smell in my daughter's room. I can relate. Do you have pet odors with guineas? Also, what veggies do you feed your guineas and how much? Yes, my daughter's room can smell. I think our whole house smells like a burn from time to time. The pigs, with the fleece, it was getting really smelly. It was making me crazy, and it did smell like a burn. It was like a petting zoo. And now we switched back to the bedding. The fleece I was cleaning every 2 days. At the very beginning, my first few videos, people were like, you clean the cage twice a day? Yes, I was cleaning the cage twice a day. It was out here in our family area, and it was really smelly. I found, because the cage is in my daughter's room, I didn't notice it as much walking by. And it's not like I go hang out in my daughter's room during the day when she's at school, so I just wasn't noticing it much. But when I would tuck her in at night, I'd be like, oh, sweet Lord, like, it smells in here. And she said, that's why I want the bedding back, because with the bedding, it absorbs the urine, it hides the poop, because as they run around, the poop kind of gets hidden underneath the bedding a little bit. And I just find it doesn't smell, and I change it once a week with the bedding. I did say I spot clean it. That's when I'm being good. I spot clean it. Do you want to go now? Okay, hang on. I'll be right back. I'll get another pig. So I'm here with Miss Cupcake. Say hello, Cupcake. She is a very easygoing pig. She's hard to catch, but she's very calm. You'll see, compared to Bella. Although Bella has her calm moments too. But yeah, she's just, oh, you got your head on my shoulder. Oh, that's so nice. So the smell of the fleece is awful. I keep going back to bedding. I've tried fleece 3 times now. The reason I did it the last time and made the beds, and or not the beds, but the pads and everything, was because I had no choice. Like I said, we live on an island. Sometimes the ship doesn't show up. And so on the container that the products come in for the pet store, they didn't get any bedding. So we had to switch to fleece because they weren't going to have bedding in for about 3 weeks. And I couldn't have a dirty cage for 3 weeks. So I switched to the pads, and it was going good, but it was smelly. Right, Cupcake? That was smelly. That's not so nice. Yeah, so I'm very happy that I switched back to the bedding. And it says, do you have pet odors with guineas? I don't. The pigs don't smell. It's the bedding, and it's the not the bedding, but it's the cage. I find hamsters stink compared to guinea pigs. Yeah, as long as you take care of the cage and clean it. Now with the bedding, I only clean the cage once a week. It stays pretty good. I could spot clean, and what I mean by that is just get like a little dustpan and kind of scoop up every once in a while. I will do that from time to time, but generally it doesn't get changed until a week. And it says, what veggies do you feed your guinea pigs and how much? The pigs get romaine lettuce every day. They don't, I have to be honest, and people are going to get mad at me, but they don't have a lot of other vegetables. Once in a while they'll have parsley or cucumber or carrots, just the shredded carrots. We don't have carrots on the island. We have Bermudian carrots, which are huge and expensive. They're Bermudian grown, but only around the holidays, around Christmas, do we get carrots. There's an embargo because they want the farmers here to be able to sell their own carrots. So it's crazy, but our store only has the Bermudian carrots, and they're very expensive. For 5 carrots, it's like $8 just for 5. So I'm like, no. Do you want to go? And it's expensive enough to try to feed my family vegetables, so unfortunately, I can't spend a lot. Hi. Look at the face. She's so cute. Let's go get your sister. Okay, all right. I'll be back with Bella here in a second. Okay, just one sec. And here we are with Miss Bella. She's got her little black ear and her pink ear. You're very cute, but you're always very angry. Now let's see if she'll stay. She's like snuffle up, I guess. You can hear her snuffling. You're okay. You're okay. She's more, she just always seems stressed out. And she has been since she was little. So I don't know. She was at the SPCA, so Lord knows what happened to, you know, her life before SPCA. I don't know. And something else I heard recently, which bothers me, is that there are a lot of feral guinea pigs on this island. People have them, and then because people move so often from this island, because there's a lot of us expats, they take their guinea pigs and they put them in a field and walk away. And that really bothers me. But I was at the pet store the other day, and the lady was telling me that there's feral guinea pigs all over the place because people just get rid of them. Someone said 191. Why does it matter how high up the kitchens are? The height of the kitchen was dependent on how high the walls were for the rest of the cage, because I needed the zip ties to be able to attach to the bottom of the platform that the kitchen sits on. So that's why that was. Let's see if there's another. Let's see, more videos, more videos. New videos, please. I'm sorry, I've just been so busy lately. Someone said all about the pigs. I thought this was funny. This is kind of awkward, but I watched your cage cleaning tutorial and I went out to dinner. Did you go to dinner on February 24th? Because I could have sworn I saw you. That was my evil twin. No, I unless you were in Bermuda that night, it wasn't me. Someone else, Jorah3736, said, love your adorable piggies. Had piggies, but my daughter is allergic. That's too bad. My husband is allergic to everything that moves. That's why we don't have a dog. Someone recently, I'll never be able to find the comment now, but they said, why don't you get a doggy? And we cannot, and we would love to have one, but my husband is very allergic to animals. In fact, because of the little zoo we have going on here right now, he has to put eye drops in his eyes every night, Visine for allergies. So the poor guy. I try to keep the house as clean as possible and the pet cages as clean as possible, but it still bothers him. He has never touched any of the pets. It's just because I think he's actually afraid of them. He's not a big pet person. But like I said, we'd love to have a dog. He would love to have a dog, but we can't. And the kids always talk about getting a dog when they're older and they move out. So we might be able to visit them. I don't know. Cats, he's very allergic to. He'll get hives and everything, and then horses is the worst for him. So, and I actually volunteer at a horse stable once a week, helping special needs kids ride horses. So when I go, I usually drive my scooter so that any horse hair that might be on me blows off, and I change my clothes. He's not allergic to me when I get home. Just seeing, Elmo's still sleeping up there. Let me see if there's one more question here. Hannah Simon said, I really want to build a CNC cage for my pigs, but I can't find Coroplast and don't want to use anything else. Where did you get yours? This is my most asked question. I think that and how to make the little kitchens. I do a video on how to make the kitchens. I believe it's in my latest video of where I make the double-decker cage. Let me see if I can find that video. It's video number 55, how to build a CNC cage. At one point in the video, I actually show how to make the kitchen. Let me just go on here and see when that part is, if I can find it sometime. Oh,
Hi, we're...
So you're going to hear me talking. Let's see.
And once the...
No. Let's see, where's the kitchen part? Do I show the kitchen? Oh, I don't show the kitchen. No, I show how to make the tray parts. It's around, let's see here, around 1340 minutes is when I show the how to make the base of the cage. But I do a kitchen video. Let me just find that. Coroplast you can find at a sign making store, like a graphics place. That's where I've always bought mine. Let me see if I can find the kitchen. Yeah, that's where I've always bought mine. It's like in a graphic. Oh, here it is. Gus and Snoopy's Kitchen. How to build a Coroplast kitchen for your guinea pigs. It's video number 28, and it just says Gus and Snoopy's Kitchen. So video number 28 is how to build the little kitchen cube thing. And I had it down low, so I don't show how to make the ramp. The gray stuff on the ramp is a 3M product, and you can buy that at the hardware store. It's used for like a pool deck or stairs on a deck where it might be slippery. So just ask for the what would it be called? Just say for the non-slip rubber stuff that you can peel and stick and put on a deck or on the stairs. Just ask for that. But yeah, it's by 3M. You just peel the backing off. You can cut it with scissors, and you buy it in whatever length that you want. And then, so Coroplast, just look up sign making in the yellow pages. Hi, are you biting me or licking me? You never know with Bella. You're so cute. If you weren't so grumpy all the time. If you weren't so grumpy all the time. And she has like a little rat face. She has like a pointy little face. You have a pointy yellow face. But see, she's lovable, but she just doesn't want to be caught half the time. Are you all done? Okay, let me put her back, and then I'll try to catch Elmo. We're here with Elmo. He was sleeping, guys. He's very tired. Oh my gracious. Oh my gracious. His ears are right flat. When he's awake, they pop right up. He has gotten huge since we got him in the fall. Yeah, you're so sleepy. You're so sleepy. Please don't bite me. You were sound asleep, weren't you? Oh my gracious. Oh my gracious. Look at that way. They don't want to see your bum. You want to clean? Clean your face. Clean your face. You want some food? You want some food? Okay. I just keep his food dish, or his food thing back here. I'll get you some food, okay? Will that be better? Here, come on up. All right. What was I saying? Yeah, so the Coroplast. So just look up a sign company, and then you can get the Coroplast from them. And they sell it usually in 4-foot by 8-foot sheets. I think I've paid like $30 for it, $35, something like that. You should be able to get it a little bit cheaper than that in the States and Canada. I've also heard, I think like Lowe's or Home Depot might carry it as well. And you can get different colors. I've only ever found white, but I see some people with black. Hi. You're so soft. He likes running around in his ball, Mr. Elmo. And I usually put him in his ball when I'm cleaning his cage, and he runs all over the place. It's quite funny. Yes, so hamsters, adorable. They last usually about 2 years. I had one time, he was about 2.5 years old, almost 3. And he had a little lump. Great little pet. I like this kind. I like the bigger hamsters. They're just easier to hold, easier to handle. We had the little dwarf hamsters when we lived in Florida. We had 2 little girls. Well, we think they were girls. 2 little girls. We named them Hannah and Miley, and then we had Bob and George. Bob, I think we had bought... Where did we get Bob from? We adopted those 2. We got them from a lady that just couldn't take care of them because she thought her dog was going to eat them. So anyway, so we got the cage and everything. Hi. But yeah, I just found them really hard to handle. And one of them, we had the little tiny balls for them to run around in. And one of them got out one day. And I had to dive across the carpet. I had like rug burn all over my legs, but I had to dive across the carpet to catch her again because they were so quick. Elmo's a little more slow going. Is your face full? Is your face full? You want to go now? Oh my goodness. Okay, say bye to the people. Say bye to the people. You got a face full of food. Alright, I gotta put Elmo back before his face explodes. Alright, I have a new pet to introduce you. Sprite will not come out of her cage. I have the door open just to let her fly, but she hasn't come out yet. Oh, here she comes. She's gonna come out now. She's eating. Oh no, she's eating. I opened her door the other day to let her fly around the house. I closed the doors, turned off all the ceiling fans, and let her fly around, and she really seemed to like that. But I just want to show you one of our new pets. Okay. This is Peach. She is a chicken. We don't know if she is a rooster or a hen. We're starting to suspect. Hi. She was a little baby chick, like a little yellow fuzzy chick when we first got her. But we've had her now for a few weeks, almost a month actually. Her tail is starting to curl, so we're thinking that she might actually be a rooster. And she's starting to get the little comb, but hens have the comb too. We've built a chicken coop out back, and that's where her and her friends are going to live. We have two more that look similar, but they're just like smaller by about a week. She's about to take off and fly, so I gotta control her here. But yes, we built a chicken coop out back, and we're going to raise them for eggs and keep track of them. We actually have about 30,000 feral chickens on the island of Bermuda, and the government actually encourages people to raise the hens and keep, take care of them just to kind of keep the population under control. So we wonder if she is a rooster. If she is, I think we may have to give her to a farm or something, just because she's going to wake up our neighbors. And I don't know about the whole eggs and baby chicks. So, but you can have a hen will lay an egg. Once, are you looking at everybody? What are you looking at? Her neck's like stretched right out. You can have an egg from a hen without a rooster. I never really realized that. But a hen will produce an egg in 25 hours. So we have a little chicken coop outside. The kids and I built it. We built it pretty much for free. We just had to buy a bag of nails, and we had no power tools. So I will show you the chicken coop at some point, just to show you what that was all about. We used some old wood pallets. And I had to buy, I needed a little bit more chicken wire. And we repurposed the guinea pigs hutch that we had for outside, because we realized we hadn't really been using the hutch, because when we go outside, we just kind of take them with us and we just sit there with them because we've never left them alone outside anyway. So this is Peach. The other two chicks are Kiwi and Berry. They look, like I said, they look very similar. They're in the guinea pig's old blue cage that I had in one of my videos. They were sitting outside. So they're in that right now. They have to stay inside till they're between 5 and 12 weeks old, just because they don't have the mother anymore sitting on them to keep them warm. So we just have them here in the house, and they just have their chicken feed. It's grower feed that they like, and we actually had them out in the chicken coop the other day, just letting them get used to it. And they just kind of peck at the ground, but every once in a while you'll hear them pecking at the cage. So just the guinea pig cage. I have the purple pig loo out there, so we've now called it a chick loo, and they like to crawl under there. We have a little piece of fleece in there that they all curl up on, all three of them. They actually think this one is the other two think this one is the mum. So they, at the beginning, they were trying to get underneath her. It just wasn't working because they're pretty much the same size. But this one's the leader, and but their feathers are very soft. So they just eat chicken feed. It's grower feed because they're babies and they're growing. So we get that at the pet store. Our pet store sells all the supplies. And they have their water, which we change every day. I actually took a yardstick, like a meter stick, a wooden meter stick, and just kind of put it through the cage, just so they have a little perch to sit on. But they're in the guinea pig cage for now. So, hi. Hello. But when we first brought Peach home, she was just little and she would walk around, and she actually imprinted on my daughters. So when they would walk around, she would follow them around the house. It was the cutest thing. We have video, and she would just like scurry. It was so cute. Now she's big, and now because she has the other little ones, they follow her. So they don't follow my kids as much. So yeah, so that is our chicken. And we'll let you know at some point if it's a hen or a rooster. Like I said, we have no idea. We probably ended up with 3 roosters. Where we got them, over by the pet store, over by Noah's Ark, where I buy the pet supplies, there was a hen, and she had the little babies with her. And so we had talked to this guy that was across the street from us, because he was trying to catch one of the feral roosters. Because he said it had like a disease on its legs, so he was trying to catch it because they were going to do away with it. And there was a beautiful hen that was there with him, and a little teenager chicken. And a little teenager chicken. So I tried to catch her because he said she would give eggs and she'd be a great little hen and people raise them. So I considered it, and I went down to try to catch her. And I just could not catch her. And now I don't see her anymore, and the rooster's still hanging around. So they haven't caught him yet. And she is now gone. I don't know where she went, and I don't know where the teenager went. So I don't know if they got hit by a car or what happened there. So no idea. So we went by Noah's Ark one day, and there was a hen walking by with a bunch of babies. So that's where Peach came from. Didn't you, Peach? Yes. And then at the hotel where my husband works, there was another hen, and she had some babies, so that's where Kiwi came from. And then we went back to get another one of Kiwi's brothers and sisters. You're knocking your feathers out. And we didn't realize there was another hen that had babies, so it was like decoy hen. We had no idea. So we ended up getting Barry from another hen, and we didn't realize that till we went by another day, and we saw both hens with both sets of babies. So anyway, so I will continue to update you on the chickens and let you know what's happening with that. Sprite has no interest in going out of her cage today, but I figured I can let her out in the house every once in a while and just let her spread her wings and stretch a little bit. And these guys will soon be living outside, won't you? You're fluffing your... Now, I don't know. Now your tail looks like a hen, so I don't know. Don't poop on me. Please don't poop on me. All right. Well, that's an update about the pets. Thank you for your patience. I've just been working on some stuff around the house, and I've been working on my other channel, My Little Pink Cottage, and I'm going to have some craft videos up on my Red Cardinal Crafts. So please stay tuned. Thanks again for your patience. Thanks so much for your comments and watching our videos. All right, we'll be back at some point. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.